Hey, y'all, raise your glasses. As we sharing this moment in time, let's drink to us. And all the real ones listening while we kick it on wax, let's drink to that. Cheers.
Cheers. I was at the club one night.
One night,
That's when I saw some.
sometime, yeah,
She was unattracted to me.
she look kind of though, yeah.
She was
Okay.
all up in my grill.
My grill,
So I showed my big daddy
Big
stick.
Daddy stick.
I'm just a dog, don't blame me.
A dog don't blame me. Eh.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
whoa. Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to
We
you.
are available for bar mitzvahs, birthdays, divorce parties.
Preferably weddings.
We can do those too. Book us.
Put us in the budget.
You feel me?
We'll work with you. We can negotiate.
We can negotiate. I like how you started out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta find the flexible sales pitch. You know, it's a saturated market. You know
Amen
what
to
I mean?
that.
Everybody think they entertainers.
That part. But we know our worth and we add tax.
Yeah, you know, we gonna make it a lit ass reception.
Period. I
Period.
agree.
And then you know what it is? I have a preference though.
What you mean?
When it comes, I won't do Nigerian weddings.
To perform this little ditty?
Man, I just feel like, you know, they pay better. You know, the bag is heavier. You know, have you ever been to a Nigerian wedding?
I have. It is very nice.
It called me broke.
That's what it is. It called you broke, friend?
I was like, I had to cash out somebody to get some awards because I was like, I can't be in this thing. Not doing
You
nothing.
know, I have an American friend, African American friend, who had a wedding, and she loves Nigerian culture so much we sprayed her at her wedding. So, I mean, you can still do it if you down.
As long as she didn't twerk, we was good.
I can neither confirm nor deny, and she know who
I know
she
the
is.
elders was a little bit,
It was a youthful wedding. She got fun parents.
because you know that video where the girl was throwing ass on her dad.
See, that is way too much. One thing at a wedding I will never do, like, y'all be doing them performances for y'all man, hard pass. I'm not, tonight I'm gonna dance for you.
In the whole corset.
Not doing it. Not in front of I'm not tonguing my man down in front of I'm just not. There's just certain things I'm just not about to do. So, sorry.
Yeah, you know. And then, you know, I understand some of y'all be trying to do like the 2-phase receptions.
What you mean?
You know how you have like kick all the elders out and stuff like that. You know, that just sounds like too much.
And a logistical nightmare. Honestly, just keep it cute and be freaky at home like everybody else.
My Aunt Jackie will be insulted, like, cause she feel, even though she 53, like she feel.
But it's like a thing. It's like, keep some stuff for later, you know? But yeah, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, you know we just had a 3-day weekend.
We did have a 3-day weekend. Oh my God. We had, I feel like 2 back-to-back 3-day weekends.
I mean, honestly, 3-day weekends, that Sunday is like a special.
We have to cherish those more. I feel like on a Sunday Funday for a 3-day weekend, you can go way harder and do way more. Be more reckless.
Why we pick Martin Luther King Jr. weekend to go the hardest? Why is that? Why is that a thing?
Because we do it for our forefathers.
Celebrating the freedoms.
Doing things that they probably couldn't do.
Yeah, we
You
just
know what I'm saying?
So we gonna go 10 toes on this day party epicness.
See, this is where I draw the line. Like, if you're going to have a party on that day, I get it. Why do we have to put MLK
Man,
Jr.
the
on the
disrespect
flyer?
And then the statue. Oh my gosh! I get what they was trying to do.
What did you, when you first saw the MLK statue, what was your first and second and third interpretation?
I didn't know what it was. I saw it with no context first because it was just on Twitter.
Okay.
And I was just scrolling, and I was like, what the fuck is that? But I just kept going, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Then when I saw the picture it was supposed to be, I'm like, why, of all things, you could have put a shoulder above
A lot
it.
of things.
Like, could have added more.
And what I don't like about it, it was when they put it up with the baby boy. They had Ving Rhames and Tyrese in the headlock. But for me,
It went, though.
it goes too well. I just don't understand, like, why couldn't they put the sculpture up against a wall to where you only get one view of it? When you put it in the middle where you could be standing to the left, right, side, back, whatever, Now I look like I'm getting head from this side. Now I look like I'm jacking somebody off on this side. It's just too many sexual innuendos.
I feel bad for the artists. You know, reason I feel bad for the artists is I know he put a lot of work into it.
I mean, he had to.
And for you to unveil that shit, because you can't just undo and make changes to a score.
No, you can't. Not nothing of that size.
Like, I hope what they paid him is sustainable.
But the thing is, he made it, and it went through various, I'm sure, hands to be like, is this approved? Is this
I don't think
approved?
there was any black people on their board.
I disagree. I think there might have been black people that were too old to know what somebody getting ate out looked like from that
They were
side.
just happy to have something commemorating him. Huh? They was like, he got his name.
And they probably pay a lot and was just focused on that. But it's just like,
I
no.
feel like we need a black. You always need like a black Twitter,
Focus group?
adjacent, like a focus group on all decisions that tie to black culture.
I agree. I can agree with that because it really will help mitigate a lot of stupidity.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Twitter is the end all be all, but a lot of times the nice contextual, like, you know, the realistic lane within there's a realistic place within Black Twitter. You know, I know we like to clown.
That's true.
But there's a place in there where dialogue really happens, and we kind of realize, like, so I think when they play a perfect balance, and that's what makes Black Twitter so amazing to me, because it's layered dialogue.
It can be polarizing, but within that polarization is like a sweet spot.
Yeah.
It could be like, man, what the fuck? They always dogging black people. And then it's like, oh, okay, I can kind of see. And then in the middle, it's like, they was fucked up. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you kind of get everything. And I'm going to just take this moment to just raise a glass to Black Twitter. Let's do it.
Y'all brought us through some tough times.
Cheers. Amen.
You know a time I was thinking about, and it just took me back. Like, oh, the world was just so simple back then. When the New Edition docu-series came out.
I wasn't on Twitter then.
It was just an amazing time watching it together.
Oh.
Like, I got cool with this dude in Milwaukee only because he would kind of like put the side by sides of like
the actors and who they were portraying.
And he was going through like every scene. I'm like, he put in real work. And I just was like, and he had like 82 followers.
Oh, wow.
For somebody to go that hard.
Oh, how nice is that?
I was like, bless his social life.
I don't think he had much else to do. It's not giving.
But it was an amazing time on Black Twitter. And that's kind of like what brought me to it, because I had just got on Twitter around that time.
You got on Twitter when?
2015.
See, I got on Twitter in 2009.
No, I got on 2009, but I didn't use it until 2015.
What?
Like, you know how you get something and then it just seems like it's too much going on, so you just put it down. And then when you start, I got it to follow the finals.
What?
When LeBron was in the finals, I got it to follow.
You're such a man.
That's really why I got on Twitter, because I was hearing about all these like tweets and stuff, like players. I'm like, oh, that's where everything is.
Yeah.
So I went on there to follow. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You can see mentions and all that. I'm like,
I feel like, hey, follow Twitter. I got on Twitter because it was what people at UT was doing, like Black UT. Everybody was on Twitter, and
it was like a big group chat.
It was, and it was like it felt like a safe space to talk shit about people I went to school with, and not shit, but like making fun. It was funny.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I wish I could find my tweets from back then, because I know I was fucking hilarious. But that's why I joined. And I took a break. I got on GroupMe heavy, and then Instagram a lot.
One of my big goals in life is to get into my MySpace.
I don't even know. What email would you fucking use? That's tough.
Like, I just want to see what was going on. Like,
what your page look like?
When I first got to school, I put it, you know how you can put in a zip code?
Mm-hmm.
And just search all the girls.
You're childish. You're childish.
I was in New Jersey. I'm like, I gotta see what's going on out here.
That is so crazy to me.
Do you understand? Like,
I keep forgetting, and you might not recognize this, but for those of you listening, there's an extremely large age gap
She is only
between
3 years
Twan
younger
and
than
I.
me.
That's like 365 times 3. That's a lot of days. So my young self, I was probably just in, I was just in 6th grade.
You was in like 10th grade.
I was not.
When
Oh, I'm thinking of Black
graduated,
Planet. I'm thinking of Black Planet. Just kidding.
It was some real people that had some experiences on Black Planet, man. I couldn't do it. It took too. It like honestly, I was outside by the time Black Planet hit.
I was making people's profiles for like $10.
You know what was the lowest of the lowest? Chat line.
What chat line?
Man, oh my gosh. So it was this brief moment in time where people would call these chat lines and you would just basically like after the beep, like, hey, it's so and so from so and so.
I ain't never heard of that. I ain't never heard of that.
Go to Black Twitter and put it when you go home. Do the homework for all our listeners. Put in the chat line back in the day or the throwback, and you just gonna see it, and it's gonna trip you out that people were really on there talking to each other all audibly.
That's
like it was no visual,
just voice,
just all
the voice.
I was like, man, what the fuck is this shit? I never forget. I was over my homeboy crib doing his birthday. We was all spending the night over there after we left the little teen club. These niggas on there, I'm like, bro, what's the point? Like, what's the purpose? I was like 14. I'm like, what's the purpose? Like, we ain't gonna see each other.
That is wild to me. I don't get it.
That was a low point in my social. I knew
see.
then I didn't want to be at that point in life.
That was your pregame before the teen club.
That was my nightcap.
Oh, my bad. My nightcap. Oh my God.
Teen club was a moment.
Yeah, my parents wasn't like that.
You didn't go to the teen club?
No.
You wasn't throwing ass?
Hell no. I was throwing ass at the school dances. You know what I'm saying?
Just fast. In the school walls, them was some epic ass, like.
You know what I'm saying?
The cafeteria.
Yes.
The gym for the fancy shit.
Mm-hmm. That was me in the 7th and 8th grade at Atwell. Riding niggas at fucking.
Niggas was catching the flow.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, it was terrible.
With the flow.
Who was teaching us that? Shame. Shame.
Pretty Ricky.
Terrible.
You like honestly, I really can't fault the youth nowadays because if we had
you see, I told y'all he was old.
Because if we had the technology they have now, we'd do the same shit.
You sound like an old man.
I know we would though. You know we would.
I don't know. Honestly, I would either be getting bullied or bullying. It'd be one of the two.
Sitting there loud, like think of being able to FaceTime a nigga at 16 years old.
That's crazy. I'll be doing it all the time too. I love my boyfriend. I was 16. Oh, I love my boyfriend so much. That was like the highlight of my high school.
Niggas have Uber.
That part, it's so much freedom.
Like just being able to, you know how hard it was to get a ride back in the day.
See, luckily my mom was the one that was driving. She didn't care as long as, because to her, if my child is in my car, she's safe. I don't care where we going, what time, as long as she's in my car, she's safe.
But you press for time. You on their schedule still though.
That's true.
But with Uber, it's just like boop boop. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as I got about $30 on that thing, like shit,
I'm good.
Regardless. I'm outside.
That's true. Ooh, fast.
That's why these niggas ain't ready to drive. Like my brothers still don't want to drive. They don't give a like. They have a method of transportation at all times.
I don't even think I realized how Uber affects the desire to drive. But I love driving. I don't give a fuck.
But it's people. I know people with cars that just don't drive. It's like why?
That's crazy. I can't. I gotta have me a car. Especially like going back to Sunday Funday, like having a car and being able to burn from the spot whenever I want to. I likes that.
But you have to valet. But valet is great when you get in there. But leaving, that shit is a headache.
The line.
You gotta time it perfectly.
Yeah. I feel like that's why I just walk to my fucking car.
It's certain behaviors, you know what I'm saying, like that you must abide by to have a smooth Sunday Funday though.
So like what?
First of all, like the pregame prep is essential.
Pause. Are you like Do you brunch before Sunday
That's
Funday?
what I'm saying. You got to fuel up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
you can't start on it. Everyone knows you can't go outside on the empty stomach.
Check.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to eat while you start with mimosas, you can do that, but just make sure some protein is entering from my vegans, whatever the mushrooms or whatever y'all got to get on.
Oyster mushrooms.
Oyster mushrooms.
Chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders. The shricken.
Yeah, that.
You know what I'm saying? No shade. No, I do not come from
We support the vegan community.
We support the vegan community.
We support your
shout
faking.
out to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And but so the food brunch is essentially some bread.
Okay.
Got to get some bread on you, and then playlist is essential.
Ooh.
The vibe, the mood. Like I like to set it based off the weather.
When it's sunny, the sun puts the sun in Sunday Funday. Like it makes it so much better.
I feel like that's when the most shit happens, like in a good way.
That's when I get the wildest. I used to. Sorry, I'm transitioning.
See, and I feel like you a Sunday Funday all pro. We in football season. It's the playoffs.
What is that?
All pro is the highest. That's what niggas get contract. They get contract like bonuses for making the all pro team. That means you do it with precision. You are in the elite tier in your group.
I'm not good at a lot of things.
You are a Sunday Funday professional.
I am. I'll say that.
You navigate it seamlessly.
Well, thank you, Fred. I try to do a good job. Sundays is like, I just have so much fun on Sunday, I guess, and it just feels like we have so many things to go to. It's like party here, party there. This summer specifically, okay, let me go back. Have you ever had a brunch night stand? Do you know what that is?
I wouldn't say a brunch night stand. It started at brunch, but it was more like a day party stand.
Okay, but it was a fun day.
It was within the time frame.
Okay, so this summer I had a really, really fun Sunday. Can I tell you about it?
Please tell us about it.
Okay.
3-day weekend, so we setting the stage.
Right, 3-day weekend. Whatever. Actually, this was not a 3-day weekend. I had to be at work on Monday, so I was big tripping.
This is all pro behavior right here.
So anyway, I started off at Federales. Shout out to Federales. So I looked real cute because I went to a baby shower before. Shout out to Bird. She has a baby now. Shout out.
What was the colors? What color were you wearing?
I had got this real cute dress from Zara. It was like brown. I was in a brown and orange mode.
Seasonal.
Okay,
we going
seasonal
with it.
Sundress. Ass was assing. I go to the baby shower. That's my pregame, right? Boom. Then
so baby shower plate is protein?
Sure. Protein.
Meatballs.
Drinks. Lots of drinks. I love millennial showers.
Stage is being set for Epic Sunday.
Then I drive to Federales. I go in there. My girls is all in there. Hey, it's lit. We having fun, right?
Pleasantry shots.
Then I see somebody that I had a one-night stand with years ago. We went to college together.
How far? Within 5 years?
Yeah, 5 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
Very long time ago.
Familiarity is there.
But it was like one time. That was the homie. So then I see him and I'm like, holy shit. He at the bar. Me and my girl, we don't see him. And he tells the bartenders to give us whatever we want. Again,
we know you love that energy.
I love that shit. So he buys our drinks, Top Chef Margs. Cool. I'm trying to make sure I don't slip up and say his name. So sorry. I'm taking my time. Then he's there by himself. And I was like, cool. So me and him, we cool, we kicking it. He complimented me. He tell me I'm looking good and great. That's foreplay to me. You compliment how I look, we gonna
knees quivering.
You know what I'm saying? And he fine as fuck.
This is feeling like a goddamn Issa Rae production.
He is so fine. So I was like, damn, I look good. Cool, you look good too. So my friends' childish, they taking secret pictures of us and shit because they dumb. And so they like, he's like, what y'all doing next? We go to Harlow. We leave Federales. I
Like
hope you're doing
honestly,
well.
why it's so funny to me is only some shit like this will happen to you where you end it in that manner, make it to work, and have a productive weekend. Okay, so post that situation. What's going on with you and your date party escapade mate?
That guy, he's
Oh,
gone.
he's that guy now.
He gone. And he got my fucking necklace. I need my jewelry back, sir, if you listening.
How did he get your necklace?
I had took my necklace off. You know, you finna get in the bed, you take your jewelry off and shit.
So you gotta go for one more round.
That's what I thought. But like, I think he moved to Houston or some shit. It just is what it is. You know, I've exited situationships. I don't really want it. He could keep the fucking necklace. I'll buy my own.
Oh my gosh.
You know, but that was like
the tales
a
of
brunch night stand.
The tales of Sydney.
That was a highlight for me. Sorry to my friends.
This was an epic ass Sunday in your eyes, huh?
I kind of want to go back. That was, yeah.
Having flashbacks
He
over
was
here.
doing a good job.
I see the twinkle in eye.
He did a really good job. But
God
yeah.
damn.
But yeah, man, I love 3-day weekends. I used to love my sexcapade Sundays, but I'm a more tame and saved person these days.
I mean, honestly, the best thing you can do for a Sunday Funday though is if you can make it home by say 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, you got something set up.
This is how I feel.
If you're in a relationship, you got something ready for you.
That's how it should be.
That'll be just as long as you don't end the night alone. That is an epic ass Sunday.
Now, see, I disagree. I don't mind ending my Sunday by myself because I don't gotta wake up Monday like fuck, But I we move Sunday Fundays to Saturday.
Why?
Because it's too much pressure to like do all the things and then Monday I gotta like go into work and be productive. I go to work Mondays.
I don't think you realize like most of the Sunday Funday crowd, they know you have to warm up. Like, gotta think Saturday I don't even want to do shit. I wake up, take my time. I don't really be wanting to move Saturday.
But Sunday, the day before work, you get active. That's backwards. You've been conditioned that way, my brother. Coming to the light.
Monday is normally like, you ever notice people don't really set a lot of meetings for Mondays?
Not in my job. We meet Monday, 10, every Monday.
I mean, 10 o'clock is doable.
Not after my Sunday. I would prefer to go real hard on Saturday. So Sunday, I can do my errands, reverse that shit. I'm entering my soft girl era, and I moved that Saturday Funday is a thing.
That sounds very like it sounds like you're trying to hang up the Sunday Funday all pro.
I'm just trying to transition the day of the week, brother. Is that too much to ask?
I think Cindy's becoming washed.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, on the better topic. Because mortality is real. You know what I'm saying? Like my knees hurt for nothing now. I went to bed last night with ice on my knees.
What?
I don't know. My joints is killing me right now.
Oh my goodness.
And it's scary.
That's crazy.
When you wake up to pains that I didn't do anything active. I didn't do anything. Like
you was just walking?
What's the Mavs game last night? Those seats are very small. And I'm not the tallest dude in the world, but I was in there and it felt like by the third quarter I had to stand up. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Do you work out?
So my girl I've been trying to go with her a couple days a week. You know what I'm saying? But I had to work out my whole damn life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I forgot you was
I'm just tired of this shit. You know?
But I think that's why if I could diagnose you, because I'm a doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Chandler.
Yes, thank you. I think that if you were to increase your productivity in the gym, your joints would realize they need to cool the fuck down. Oh my God.
I'm just nigga out here, going through real world shit,
I think really what it is. Can you see this?
I think what's aging me is working remotely.
Speak on it.
Because I have a real need to like be real active during the week and I'm still productive.
Okay.
Because I had a routine before, I started working from home.
Okay.
It's easy to just go straight to the gym or, it's easier to be more social
Yeah.
because you're outside already.
Right.
But also, you keep yourself up better because you have somewhere to go every day.
That's a good point.
You
That's
know,
a good
so
point.
presentation is key at that point. But now, like what I put on is what I put on. You know what I'm saying? If I put something on,
And you 100% remote?
I've been remote for the last 3 years.
So my job, it's so funny that you say this, and this is not on the docket to be discussed, but we finna just talk about it for 5 seconds. My job is we are revisiting the work from home conversation. And some people are saying no more work from home, period. Some people are saying you get to work from home 2 days a month. And fuck that. Like, honestly, like, I work from home 2 days a week. I love that. And
Hmm.
I don't want my freedom to be ripped away.
Is there is there a drop off?
What do you mean?
Is there ever a drop off when people work remotely?
I don't know what drop off means.
Like as far as productivity.
So that's my question. My question is the current model affecting our productivity at work? If it is, let's address the lack of productivity at the root.
I'm more productive working from home
Really?
because I've set it up like this. You kind of work at your own pace and your own schedule when you work from home. You know what I mean? Like they allow you to make a block of time,
Mm-hmm.
segment your day, go 3 hours hard. So you actually get to the root of how much time you need to be productive in your job. We really found out that we don't need a 40-hour week.
That's what I'm saying, but it's like I can't say that 'cause what they're gonna do, cut my hours. You know what I'm saying? It's like give me my salary for my 40. You know what I'm saying? But don't rob my freedom.
I'm socially awkward now
Really?
because not working in office, you kind of lose like a big part of your social aspect
I get that.
as an adult.
Or like I think if you really want to be social, you just have to find that social thing in other activities.
But it'll provide a balance because you had like a professional social life, and then you had an
After work,
outside
I'm
social life.
going here, here, and here.
Exactly. So it allowed you to be more layered in your conversations. The interests varied because you work with people from all different backgrounds that are outside your social circle. So you kind of like understand people at a different level now. Like now, I don't have patience for things that are outside my interest because I don't have to deal with
All
anything
right.
outside my interest now. I don't
Yeah,
have to schmooze. I don't have to act like I'm interested in what your
that's
kids did
real.
this weekend
Mm-hmm.
because I'm at home. I can mute you.
Yeah, and mute. Yeah, mute you. Turn my camera off.
You know what I'm saying? So I could just so when our team meetings, I've checked out. We didn't went over everything administratively. I get back to what I was doing, and I just put that shit on silent, and I'm just seeing them doing this on their cameras, and I don't have to hear what's going on,
Yeah,
so I don't take in as much stuff outside.
I feel like you. I feel like, and people who work from home can let us know, but I feel like it increases like happiness working from home because like for that very reason, like I get to I get to not be around you guys if I don't want to for at least twice a week. And not because y'all are bad people. Like I love my coworkers. They're like my family.
Mhm.
But because they're also like my family, you kind of got to take 2 steps back sometimes because there's so much love and emotion there. I just need like let me take a beat.
Do you find yourself having to like? And I don't want to pivot too much off of this, but I'm just gonna say this: we learn how to like you have to put up a wall ever when it comes to your social setting between your coworkers and like your outside social life
No, but I'm a unique case. Like my job.
is in it connected. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
and
saying?
the type I'm an oversharer, and I'm very like who I am right here in this chair is who I am at work.
See, I can't do that in my
But
field.
you don't work for a 34-year-old black man.
And that's what I'm saying. So I think what it is like that is you almost have to code switch in a way, not really you know like audibly,
Hmm.
but more about like you have to kind of water down your
I get that.
ways.
No, absolutely. I mean, I worked in corporate before, and when I was there, I definitely felt that code switching vibe, and it was tough. You know what I'm saying? To have to do all the time. Now I can go a long time without seeing somebody that's not black. Like 99% of our people at work are black. and young.
So your life is a HBCU.
Yes. And while I went to a PWI, I get my HBCU experience every day.
Shout out to Full Clip.
Shout out to Full Clip. I love my job.
Man,
Donate.
You know what I was thinking about? We was talking.
Can I have some more tequila? I'm about
Yeah.
to down this, just FYI.
I told you if you was able to finish that drink this episode, I'm not gonna judge you though. Here you go.
I'll pour myself up when I'm done.
Shout out to Herradura.
Shout out.
But so I was watching television this past week,
Mm-hmm.
and it was an old classic, and I was just thinking to myself, damn, we watch some toxic ass television, toxic ass movies that we deem as classics.
Like in like the 90s or
The
2000s?
2000s.
Okay.
That whole little era
Mm-hmm.
of black film.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it set the stage for where we are now. You know what I mean?
Speak on it.
For instance, I was watching Baby Boy.
You must have been on BET, child.
No, honestly, like, shit, Tubi got all the classics.
I'm about to get Tubi, side note, but keep going.
Tubi, shout out to Tubi. A sponsorship would be very appropriate because I give you some hellified commercials.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Do a practice commercial right now. Go.
You'll find yourself at home with a nice dip, looking for entertainment that you both can laugh with. Well, come on over to Tubi.
Yeah.
For $1.99, skip all the commercials and get straight to the point. Tubi. Let it end the night. Right.
What the fuck?
Cause what you doing?
Tubi, you heard that.
I'm saying that's
Call
what
us.
Tubi is good for.
Call us, Tubi.
When you at home with your significant other or your dip, and you looking for something good that y'all can laugh over, can relate over, or a new low budget film that's classic, and you find yourself watching it, maybe a blunt, maybe a backwood,
Yeah, okay.
maybe some chips.
It sounds real personal.
Whatever this might be.
Yeah.
Tubi got it.
I like
From
that.
the shows, from the movies, from the documentaries.
They got it all.
They got it all.
For $1.99.
$1.99.
So you was watching Baby Boy on this
I don't know
magical
why I watched Baby
streaming
Boy.
app.
I really don't know why I was watching Baby Boy.
What was like the most? Give me the first like toxic thing that caught your eye.
It was just the way, like, I'm getting my feminist bag here.
Oh shit.
It was the way, pretty much, like, Yvette really had no real leverage in her relationship, even though she should have had it all. She didn't know how to. Her vagina management was off.
Yeah, she struggled with knowing her worth.
She struggled with knowing her worth. You know what I mean? And I think, and then to hear the mother, if you kind of hear her, Jodie's mother's advice to her, it just kind of told her to like muscle through it.
'Cause that's what she did.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's this ever changing like cycle of broken men loving on broken women and navigating broken relationships and try to hopefully make it to where we mature and we still together.
I feel like with Baby Boy, I just can't have no unemployed nigga taking my car. Cause where the fuck you going?
He was a hustler.
I mean, I get it, but like, where you going? Like, do your bike not go to that direction? Like, why you need my car?
Man, it's just.
But did he trick it out and like he got the tent put on there?
He put some tins on there.
Oh,
He
okay.
put them Daytons on there.
Because she was really, really needing that.
He knew what he was gonna be flipping. That's how you knew this nigga drove her car more than she did.
And just was out seeing bitches. I mean, come on, like.
And then if you ever been able to watch the deleted scenes, he was still fucking.
You real black.
I used to have it on DVD.
Oh, black. Okay.
He was fucking the ex. I mean, the
baby mama?
Other baby mama, Peanut.
Yeah.
So we didn't know nothing about pH balance in the early 2000s, early 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nigga just dipping all over goddamn South LA. You know what I'm saying?
And leaving the condom box in the back seat with Come on, like
Poor dick management, just all over the place. You know
poor
what I'm
genital
saying?
management.
You know, he ended up going over the coworker crib. That is a huge red flag.
Period.
Like you never embarrass your girl if you outside.
But what do you think it was that made her take him back?
She didn't think she had any value.
Mm.
Yvette was someone that I felt like couldn't say no. She still had to allow Rodney to call.
Yeah.
Why are you letting
And
the niggas
stay and kick down my friend Ford?
Snoop was he was a top 10 worst villain in black movie
He was
history.
fucked up.
He was a fucked up individual.
I'm thinking about the phone call him and Jody had.
Ain't your daddy punk?
I like it. That was hilarious. That was so funny. But yeah, that was very toxic. I think another toxic one though, I'm gonna say toxic. Okay, for me, waiting to exhale.
He's a good man, Savannah.
And mamas be doing that. Like mamas really, like, let's take a second. Mamas, they be wanting their daughters to like really like start a family and do all these things to where we're settling for like the all-state man. Like with a child, a baby, and I mean, I want on the way.
Mama said, "Hey, if you get side eye, so what? You get the ring."
She said, "Well, Mama, if he's so great, why don't you fucking marry him then?"
She probably would. Mama would have busted open for him. You know what I'm saying?
That was Savannah. She didn't have a good picker.
First of all, that was dirty pimping.
Agreed.
I'm gonna tell you why I was dirty pimping, bro, on his behalf. You never go around the chick to go to her mama. That's a weakness. You finding a weakness there, bro.
And how rude.
Man, could you imagine
I think about that. I cannot.
Like,
that's manipulation.
You know what? You ever saw Crickling?
Of course.
And you remember when old boy snitched to her mama?
Yeah.
Talking about, and she called me. She said, "My mama know." You know, you remember that part?
So dumb.
That's what he gave me.
That's what he was giving.
That's what he was giving. You know, just talk to. You know, I'm going through some things in my marriage. You know what I'm saying? But
it's like,
because I can't get her off my mind, so I can't be here completely for my family.
And it's like, whose fault is that?
I'm in a bad spot. You know, I just need her to give me some time.
The mama is like, okay.
Just put it on her mind. You know what I'm saying? You good over there? You need anything?
That's it. That's it. That's very sick. Talk about toxic.
Mama over there just, I'm going to do is see what I could do.
That's like, girl. What? Like, that's so dumb. Like, that's toxic as fuck.
Man, that's the type of shit we was watching, though.
But even like, what's her name? Layla Rashawn character?
Oh, man. A lot of women can relate to her.
I too.
It's always that one nigga.
But it's like, I wish I had a nigga that was fine like fucking Leon. But no, I don't. Either way, it's not about that. It was her dating the can you say fat these days? I don't know. She was dating the fat man.
But she was trying her hardest to
That's
not
me.
be vain.
I feel like I'll give somebody a fair shot if they're really nice to me. And like, it's like, damn, like, I can see myself with you. He talking about Aspen. He talking about getting you whatever you want.
Just tell me, what do you want?
It's like, that's all I gotta do is utter the mere words.
But she just couldn't do it.
But then this fucking bastard, come on, like, how
Because he knew all your spots.
Nah,
He know everything that's weak about you. You know what I'm saying? He know how to get to you.
And that's
it's always that one.
I have given a fatter man a chance. So I don't end up single. And he was the most manipulative person that I've dated in my life. Big niggas
get pussy too?
I get they get pussy, but like, why you gotta like play with me? Like, that's dumb.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. How can I say this without coming off like a podcast nigga?
Yikes.
I think a lot of men realize if they've been at a point in their time where they have options.
Mm-hmm.
Some dudes can't give up those options. And so the thing about it is you do shit that you wouldn't normally do out of your character because you don't want to leave any stone unturned. The reason I say that is how many times have you seen a dude who you know has no interest there, but you like what I mean is y'all not taking each other seriously,
Mm-hmm.
but he just feels like, oh, boom, she just came across. I didn't have a flashback about her. Let me see what she doing. Y'all ain't talked in 4 months, but it's like, oh, let me double back. Oh, you see him out. You wouldn't even think about him, but I saw her, she was looking good. Boom, let me come back and do the same shit over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like dudes do that shit because the time and the options are allowed.
Yeah, I mean, it is 10-1 out there. It's one man for every 10 women.
And so dudes understand that
That's a
until
sick
I'm
game.
regular, how many dudes, and a lot of, it's almost like some Revenge of the Nerd shit.
Hmm.
Because the biggest hoes are black professional men.
Well, that
Niggas
sucks
with
because that's
benefits.
my type.
The reason I say that's everybody type.
Oh, God.
Because you are in the perfect balance of a nigga.
So I don't know. Yeah, it's a game. It's an unwinnable game.
You just gotta wait for the nigga to hang his jersey up.
That's it.
It's all about timing. Sometimes you just gotta meet one coming out of his phoenix of whoredom. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna be ready to connect, and he gonna be ready to meet you at the altar.
Oh, joy.
You know what I'm saying? Then it's about timing. It's
That's
a sweet
annoying.
spot. And it ain't about age. It's just when you get tired. You get tired of day party pimping. You get tired of having to navigate, make sure, watch the corner, make sure you don't run into nobody, you ghosted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of that navigating, that's a headache. But you gotta have a lot of stamina.
Mm.
You gotta have capacity. Time management is key.
When you hoeing?
When you goes back to our 90s and the 2000s. Boomerang, that's one of my favorite movies.
We know. It taught you everything you need to know.
But what I'm saying is, that was the first time you really saw the lifestyle of a dude who had a regular but successful job.
And my favorite part of Boomerang is when it boomeranged in his fucking face.
It boomeranged in his face, but the lifestyle was immaculate.
It was.
And so, unfortunately, if you go for that lifestyle, options are going to be put in front of you the same way. So even if you're not looking for it, they're going to present themselves in your trajectory to success.
That's annoying.
So even if you go to school, do everything the right way, you focus, putting it all together, you'll have options.
Mm.
So dudes realize that, but women have the same options.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not saying options meaning like settling down, but women have a lot of leverage. If you just got to use it.
What's our leverage?
So, I mean, the thing is, you look at Lori Harvey.
Okay.
I think her currency is her discretion, her intrigue, her mystique.
I can definitely see that. 'Cause, I mean, I didn't hear her talk for the first time until when she was being interviewed by Adrienne Bailon.
There's mystery there.
That's real.
And I think a lot of times, the low-key chick, sometimes it's not about dim your light. It's more about the idea of there are so many women that are understated, not trying to be. It's just, like, look at Dallas. It's an amazing number of black women here.
Mm-hmm.
Every way, every complexion, every personality, every lifestyle. And I look at it this way as though there are just some that stand out and it has nothing to do with looks. It's just a mystique. It's just like some dudes to some women are like mysterious.
See,
and the reason I say that is with Lori Harvey, I think that's her currency. That's what makes dudes do shit like Damson did and say, fuck my associates. Ain't no such thing as friends,
SZA
only
said,
associates.
if we ain't been broke together, then, I mean, are we really friends?
I think that's really what makes her stand out to a lot of people because she doesn't give a lot.
I can see that. I can see that. I think I don't take issue with it. It's a hard concept to grasp because that's not who I am.
You don't have to be that. I'm just saying, like, that's her currency. I feel is like what makes people like, oh, like what is it about her that makes dudes gravitate to her, that make women fuck with her, because I don't give you anything to really hate me because I don't say anything stupid. I don't put my foot in my mouth.
But why is everybody hating on her? Men specifically.
I
Like
think it's
men are
because
like upset.
it comes to leverage. Some dudes do not want to give up leverage. Have you heard this thing called passport bros?
I saw the hashtag, but I didn't dive into it. What is
It's
it?
the lamest shit ever.
Okay.
Let's break it down.
All right.
So there are a sector of men, unfortunately, a lot of black men are in this sector,
Of course.
that don't believe Western civilization, aka American women, are able to be subservient, to be submissive. And so they go to these remote islands, not remote islands, but like Central American islands and Asian countries where women are more submissive and subservient, and they just have these perverted trips, and they try to just tap as many goddamn and have endeavors with as many women of those countries.
So they having sex with prostitutes?
They like to be able to deal with submissive women.
Because what's submissive? It's submissive.
Like over there, women rubbing your feet, just there for like your sexual pleasures. Like,
so I haven't seen this passport bros thing, and I'm kind of drunk. So whatever I say, you can't hold it against me.
No, it's the craziest shit ever, and it just lets me know some men just do not like dealing with a woman with leverage, and it's really a lot of times if you can't navigate a woman that has an opinion, that just lets me know you're not at that caliber of maturity yet, for a relationship, because relationships require dialogue.
So what these men are, to me, are failing to realize is that these women are doing this, but they're not doing it for fucking free. Are they? Because it's not from the niggas that I know.
Pennies on the dollars at a lot of these places.
You said it. Say it again.
It's pennies on the dollars at a lot of these places because these dudes don't want. Think of like dudes how they, the dudes who complain about the $20 dates and courting a woman and all that shit. These are those quintessential passport bros.
What I want them to say is that I'm gonna make up a name. I don't know these men, but let's say they're Derek. Hi, my name is Derek, and I support the sex worker community, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I think it's great. Like we have to invest in that so that it's great. But say that. You know what I'm saying? Don't say passport bros. No.
It's a real hashtag.
That's not what it is. You are a supporter of sex workers, in which case I commend you. But you trying to ostracize one type of woman based off of a false sense
of the base of that
subservience.
That's the base of that thing. Is the Western civilization women are not the way.
Can they spell civilization? How many eyes in it? How many fucking eyes is in civilization? Passport bros. That's what I want to know. Yeah.
I just know. I'm just like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, so the reason I say that because the head honcho of this shit, the dude that kind of started the wave.
Is he the black man don't cheat man?
No.
Oh.
He's in Brazil right now. He was trying to get everybody to move over there, talk about it's the wave, the women over here.
To move?
He been over there like 3 months. Like, cause I didn't went down a deep dive. Like, what is going on here? He's been branded he's been plastered all over the news, the streets, everywhere as a sexual predator. And so he feels like his life is in danger in Brazil right now. So he making videos in front of his hey, I don't think they understand this. Like, this isn't, this isn't predatorial.
Yes,
and like, he's trying to explain himself.
Did he go over there to read more books? Or did he go over there to have more sex? Which one?
The craziest shit ever. This nigga over there,
predator.
He is scared for his life over there in Brazil.
It sucks to suck, man. You know what I'm saying?
So I say all that to say, dudes, understand leverage is a two-way street.
I don't think that smart, opinionated women should intimidate y'all. But I guess it does.
Don't join passport bros.
Now, the next date I go on, because I'm going to go on a date, don't know when, but I'm speaking it. I'm going to say, have you heard of the Passport Brothers?
Them the same dudes that be in the comments going back and forth with chicks in the shade room.
It's just nasty.
Them the niggas that come pop out their head when 50-50 conversations come up.
That part. I don't take no girl on no expensive date. I'm trying to buy property. It's like, can't you do both? Like,
Go
what?
buy a duplex, nigga.
You can't do both of those? Like,
But
what?
now,
But okay.
so, but what I wanted to say, and I know we had kind of got sidetracked, but I think that one of the most toxic movies I ever remember watching was Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
I got a crush on Martin, so yeah.
And we always ask ourselves who was in the wrong.
Is that even a question now?
But at one point in time, it was. You got to think back in the day.
That's true.
The narrative was Brandy was crazy as shit. What the fuck is wrong with her? How the hell is she still living? Kill that bitch. You remember when you first watched it, you was like, Regina King, kill that bitch.
She was the antagonist.
Like,
for sure.
And then we kind of think about it. It's the same thing with Terry and Soul Food.
Explain.
Terry got manipulated and used up and abused financially by her family.
For the family.
And had to make so many sacrifices for the family. Had to watch a nigga she was fucking first marry and live this great married life with her sister.
Only for the cousin to double back.
And fuck her husband. And she didn't have no therapy. Nobody mentioned therapy. She ain't lay on the couch.
She was just the family bitch.
Then they looked at her crazy as hell when she pulled the knife and say the family fucked my husband.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to understand there's a breaking point coming.
You broke that down beautifully, friend.
And so I honestly think that we didn't realize it until we start going to therapy as a community.
Yeah.
We need to put our arms around the Terrys of the family.
Yes.
Because a lot of our generation is now the Terry.
Yeah, I mean, for real.
We talked about the financial freedom that our generation is coming upon as a whole, being the breadwinners last episode. Some of us are in that position of having to cover so many bases.
Yeah.
Don't allow yourself to be the Terry of your family.
Avoid that.
Avoid it, but sometimes we become placed in that role. You remember we was talking about our social settings sometimes confine us to a role that we have to kind of play along.
Yeah.
Whether that be our familial background or our social friends setup. So it's like once you're the person that was the accountable one, that proved yourself of being able to be a problem solver, being able to have the resources to fix things, you're going to be leaned on.
Yeah. And
Terry had to be that person to just smile through it while still maintaining her ability and capacity to be the earner.
That part. As the firstborn and also the firstborn daughter, the oldest of two, I get that. I mean, my brother ain't never wronged me the way the Joseph sisters have wronged Terry.
Oh my gosh.
But it's one of those things, like, you the default kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we going out of town sitting, go watch over the house. If we doing so-and-so sitting, da-da-da-da-da. And it just...
They made Faye go home with her because she had the most space.
Right.
This big-ass house Big Mama live in.
Anybody in there, Uncle Pete?
Ain't nobody up there
sitting on a fucking gold mine with money in the TV.
That's another conversation in itself. When Big Mama passed and the shit when the money has to be divided, I done seen families break. It fractured. But yeah, it's crazy to me, like, watching that movie in hindsight.
It's very strange.
Or a thin line between love and hate, and like she let him know in the back of that car, don't play with me. And let me know if you real.
I do that same thing.
She gave him an out.
Niggas love that. They think it's for play. They think you playing.
Now her execution of her get back was a little bit, it was flawed.
Was it?
But first of all, the setup was immaculate. The drive, I still got to take that drive to Malibu at some point.
It was nice, right?
Like shit, I got to take that same route one day.
Yeah.
You know, with the top down.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking to myself, bro, you dropped the ball with that one, dog.
He didn't have to. I love you. Come on, bro.
Because bro, all you had to do was just be honest, be upfront, bro.
Men are hunters.
It's a conquest thing.
When
he saw her in the club, it was all about capturing and conquering, because that's a big fish in his eyes. He knew she was different. He knew she was upper echelon.
And he knew he ain't want shit.
Some niggas just do this shit for status. Dudes do the same group of shit women do, and just in a different way.
I beg your pardon?
Like dudes love being able to date a woman that's heavy.
But like for what though? Cause
It how can I put it like this? Um, by association. Because
that's
based off
it.
the caliber of women you date, some men feel like it legitimizes them as a man. Because if I'm not, you gotta think when your significant other goes back and look at your ex, what will it say?
Luckily I only have 2.
But that's a big thing in a lot of people's eyes.
Yeah.
Or what are you attached to,
Yeah.
man or woman? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And so a lot of people, that's a key thing. So you find out though, we fall victim to the same place no matter what our demographic, our social sector is, our paychecks look like. We go through the same shit. No matter the tier of women you deal with, at the end of the day, emotions are emotions.
That's
Triggers
true.
are the same.
I don't know. I just feel like if you know you're not about that, if you know you're not about what I'm claiming to be about, then don't be about me. Cause it's gonna save you. This I have never gotten cheated on before that I know of.
You ain't
But
never have to do no secure shit.
I have made a scene.
Oh, I mean, I've gotten caught cheating,
My
and
Lord.
it's a sad, sad moment. It's a helpless moment. It's a helpless moment. I was sitting there comfortable too.
With the other person?
With the other person. I tried to be slick, a quick story. Thought I had set up to play perfect. You know what I'm saying? We were in the, I'm not gonna make no excuse. So I ain't even about to say what I was about to say. I fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
Like
That's what accountability looks like.
accountability, you know what I'm saying? And so she cooked Sunday dinner for me. Sunday,
Who
rising.
did?
My girlfriend,
Girl A or B? Okay.
My
Girl A.
girlfriend.
Got you.
So I'm over there watching the game. LeBron was playing the Rockets. Remember the day it was snow on the ground. I remember the day like it was yesterday.
Not snow on the ground.
I lied to my mom. Rest in peace to her.
Damn.
I said I had to go help her. So my escape plan was I gotta go help my mom get a dresser out the car.
Okay.
But we had common denominators as far as my mom and her family. So we played it so cool. But women's intuition.
Damn, is a bitch.
Come to find out, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna fuck you up at the end. So I eat. She cooked like soul food, like roast, everything. Like one of them get slumped. Let me get up before I get comfortable. I had to pull one of them moves. Get out there, kiss her. I love you, boo. Take a plate to go.
Love.
This is toxicity. This is the type of shit we watching on these movies.
Yeah, thank you
on
for
these
naming
shows. Thinking this shit was cool. Like this is just this is a rite of passage for every man. You know what I'm saying? This is what we thinking.
And then what happened, Marcus Graham?
So I go home. I'm riding. I'm pull up. You know what I'm saying? I'll be home at 20. Come in. Take a quick.
Wash the old one off of you. So
I ain't do nothing. I didn't double dip.
Okay.
I was not. I did not double dip.
Respect.
I'm not that goddamn tragic. You know what I'm saying? And so I come in here, Real Housewives of Atlanta. We here that get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I would have rather her watch us fucking. I mean, walk in on us fucking than how she walked in on us. Because it was windy. It gets windy and shit when it's cold outside. And she's like, shh. So I'm hearing the wind, but I got a back door to my apartment, and it's like a back entrance, like a stairway. So she was like, and I didn't realize I left the door open. But the same key that works in my front door, I would lock the top lock to my front door because she had a key. I didn't know my back door. So she was like, "You hear something?" I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" She got her feet in my lap.
No, y'all just laid up.
I'm rubbing all the feet and shit. We watching real hot. It's like she ain't been here 20 minutes.
No.
Boom, coming out the kitchen is my girlfriend. Trench coat, some pink pants. I remember I got the visual, some pink sweatpants. It was like, and I would have rather her just go off on me. She just was silent. I just needed to see it for myself.
Damn.
I was gonna leave a note. I was gonna leave this note on your car, but I knew the bitch was in here. I can't even get mad at her. She played it so smooth, and I'm, you know how a nigga. Hey, but this ain't what you.
What could you possibly have said?
You know, a nigga just feel like it's
Anything.
like, man, no, it ain't like we just. It ain't even like that.
Oh my God.
Man. And so the chick, like, she, you know, I done told her, you know, we going through a rough patch. I ain't in no relationship. So now she leave too, you know what I'm saying? But to her credit, she waited about 30 minutes to leave because you never know if she has
Yeah, absolutely.
like make sure the coast
What
is
was
clear.
she doing on the cat? Was she
Stuck,
frozen?
eyes just buck. Just, oh shit, because you gotta be aware. You don't know how the response gonna be.
Yeah.
You don't know who the antagonist is right now. Like, is she gonna jump at him?
You never know.
She
Yeah.
coming for you.
Right.
So she just there. She ain't make a move. Just frozen.
I respect her silence.
And because like, what can you say?
That part.
The nigga for.
Well, bitches get bold.
So I go in the restroom. I'm like, hey, she was like crying. So now when the tears come, I feel like the most ain't shit nigga ever in the world.
Good.
You know how she caught me though?
How?
It's the coldest shit. Shout out to black women because y'all some cold motherfuckers. I had came over her house one day drunk after the club. Phone just going off. She opened the goddamn phone and just had my phone all night. See everything. Kept it for like 6 weeks.
What?
Sat on it. Didn't change shit.
Diabolical.
When I tell you it was surgical.
Oh my gosh.
It was surgical. Nigga she caught me slipping, like flat-footed, like.
And she kept it for 6 weeks.
Kept it for 6 weeks. I told you she cooked the fucking soul food meal for me. Kiss me. Love you.
So did she have a feeling that you were lying about the dresser?
She called her stepmom who knew my mom. You talked to someone?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she ain't used to, you know, I just talked to her. Also, she ain't coming today.
What?
Surgical.
Wow.
Tom Brady shit. Hey, there's some Call of Duty shit. You know how nigga do the sneak attack?
I don't know. This lady
came through back door.
Good job.
Like the fucking FBI.
Good job.
And didn't lose her top. Just had to catch me.
Dang.
She did, but she pulled an Yvette.
What'd she do?
Took me back.
Oh, hell no.
Comes back to the toxicity of the 90s and the 2000s.
Damn, I didn't see that one coming. I mean, that's the real plot twist.
That the main topic was what we saw is what we lived.
My third eye is not pleased. Ooh.
But didn't I just take you on the same like roller coaster those movies did?
That's crazy.
I just took you on the same roller coaster.
No, I've never been cheated on. Again, to my knowledge. Okay. Thank you for anybody who cheated on me behind my back. Because I can say this comfortably. I've never been cheated on. And I appreciate that. But I feel the girls who have been. Now, one time, I was at the Margarita Ball, obviously here in Dallas. And me and my boyfriend had so much fun. Like, we had so much fun. And at the end of the night, I couldn't find him. And it was me and my best friend, Brittany. And we like, look, I'm calling him. He not answering the phone. We supposed to go to Waffle House.
Yeah.
So I'm just like searching. And we at the Sheridan. It's huge. My women's intuition literally led me straight to this man. Over 1,000 people in the hotel. My intuition led me to this nigga who was waiting at the elevators with a young lady. And so I see him talking. I didn't want to interrupt. I wanted to see everything play out so I could know. I sat back, literally. I watched him entertain this young lady. And then I seen him reach over and give her a kiss on the cheek. I got my Oak Cliff ass up. I grabbed him and I said to her, he got a bitch. I grabbed his arm. We walked through the Sheridan lobby. And I'm going off. I'm like, how the fuck could you do that? And he was like, drunk. You tripping. The police was like, ma'am, is everything okay? I'm the aggressor. But I was like, no, we good. I pushed this nigga into a corner and I went slap off on this man. And he was like making it seem like I was tripping. You trip. It wasn't nothing. It was just a kiss on the cheek. No, sir. No, sir. I said, I started taking my jacket off. I said, right now, take your shit off. Square up. Square up. Because now I got to fight you. Let's fight. Shut the fuck up. I slapped him in his face.
You got physical?
I did. Because I'm not advocating for violence. But in that moment, he was playing with my top. Like,
you talking like your kids.
That's my kids taught me. He was playing with my top. I was like, I couldn't find you. We came here together and I found you with some bitch.
Entertaining another bitch.
And I got this gown on. And you gonna tell me that I'm tripping? Nah, nigga, since you so big and bad, fight me. So I'll beat your ass in all these hotels.
Oh my gosh. Shit.
But you know, we broke up that night, so.
You never double back.
I mean, I fucked him not the next night.
Oh my gosh, we come back to what we said.
Years,
tacos.
months later.
Fix the tacos.
I mean, players fuck up. But I was very angry. I was big girl angry.
I'm setting the stage. I'm telling you.
Because people make mistakes.
It seeps through the entertainment.
Art imitates life.
Unfortunately, Insecure.
Yeah.
It was thankfully Insecure like took us on the entire path. You know, we would just see this shit 2 hours and then just be like, oh, no end. Oh, they just got back together. But what the nigga doing for work now? You know, like financially, how he making his money? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he still, like he moved in with her, but, you know, how the bill set up is. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he adding or subtracting?
Just dividing, probably.
We ain't getting no finality in it. You know what I'm saying? So before we get out of here, I got a question.
Yes.
What are you drinking to this week?
Oh my God. Okay. A couple things. First thing I'm drinking to is, you know, the passive aggressive friend / coworker that I talked about last week.
Mm-hmm.
We had our conversation literally today, and it was a very good conversation. We talked candidly about how the other person made the other person feel and what we'll do next time to avoid this passive aggression. So I'm very happy about that. I'm also drinking too. I did do one last hoorah weeks ago with the situationship. Now, he is not back in my life.
You tied a bow?
You said what?
You put a bow on it?
Yeah, it's a bow on it. It's done, you know? So I'm proud of that.
Lord.
And what else? Oh, I picked a theme for the Southern Classic. I'm not saying what it is. Yeah, I'm not going to announce it, but the Southern Classic is September 23rd, and I won't tell you the theme until I'm ready.
Anticipation is here.
Yeah, that. What about you?
I'm drinking to really the one thing, you know what I'm saying? I love black energy when it seeps through, you know, white environments.
Okay.
Shout out to Fisk Women's Gymnastics Team.
Yes.
Fisk University. They competed this week in the first Division I Open Championships at University of Georgia.
Yeah.
You know, the SEC is known as a powerhouse in gymnastics. And really one of the biggest shout outs is they had one of the all-around winners. And so I want to just say, like, shout out to her, you know, being able to navigate in that environment. And there was so many black people that, like, you know, gymnastics ain't never been out there.
I know.
So just imagine, like, 70 black people just pulling up with banners and shit like that.
I was out to eat, and it was on the TV, and we was, like, cheering on the black people.
And, like, I mean, you know, we do that shit, like, whether it be tennis.
Yeah.
I shout out to Coco.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Naomi about to have a baby. You know what I'm saying? The new light skinned baby and coming into the world.
Amen.
And but nah, on some real shit. I just enjoyed being able to see us in that arena, a place that black girls can, like, now, you know, look towards. You know, I didn't realize there was that many black girls in gymnastics until I went down my deep dive, and it's a lot of, like, black clubs that are just going to every stop they're at, and they're just taking pictures with all the girls. Taking pictures and, like, and just networking with all of like the HBCU grads and everything that come, no matter if they went to Fisk or not.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just like them having that cheer section at every
Absolutely.
stop, this
I love
season. So
that.
if y'all have some time, just pay attention to, the Fisk University women's gymnastics team. They're the first HBCU to ever field the gymnastics team.
That's very special. Shout out.
And then, the last thing is in my 30s.
Oh, yeah, go.
In my 30s, I've realized that I can prioritize me.
Mm.
It's plain and simple, I see now, placing me first is healthy for everybody that loves me.
Amen.
Because that allows me to be the best me. That allows me to be the most measured me. And I can be the best person for everyone that I love. Finding yourself and finding your peace and taking your time for your solace is important. Being able to embark on whatever your simple pleasures are, taking time to explore those. Everybody is not fortunate enough to find their purpose, but at least take the time to seek it.
Yeah.
So, in my 30s, I've realized I could just take the time for me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I could be selfish for my time without being, absent for those my loved ones.
You can do both.
What you drinking to?
I like that. So in my 30s, I've realized that I'm watching my parents get older. And it makes me a little sad.
Why is that?
I don't want to lose my parents. And I'm sure everybody else knows the closeness that the Chandlers have. And I've just had my parents, they've always been there. You know what I'm saying? I've never had my mom and my dad really go anywhere. My mom went to Italy for 3 years, but they've always been the most constant thing in my life. And, seeing them get older, whether it's like them forgetting something, it's like, oh my God, is this early onset, dementia or something? Or is it just forgetting?
Mm-hmm.
Me and my mom were having a conversation this weekend, and she was talking to me about property management and the house and insurance on the house, like just things that I was in my mind, and I have anxiety, but in my mind I went to, damn, if y'all were to ever leave the face of this earth, I literally have to step up and take on these responsibilities.
What does life look like at that point?
You asking or you just saying?
No, like you thinking
exactly,
yourself, yeah.
Exactly. And then if I have a question about grown up stuff, they're who I go to.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody else that's that older or whatever. So it's like I go to them because they've done it a lot.
Right.
And they're my parents, so they are wanting to teach me anyway.
Right.
And so the mere thought of losing recipes, losing, familial structure, losing their presence, it makes me really sad.
Well, knowing that, do a better time. Just make sure you capture those moments. Take full advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's why I want them on the podcast. I want them on the podcast so I can have them recorded.
Yeah.
I can always have that.
We really have to make that happen.
We will. They're dying to get on here.
Please, let's make that happen. I have so many questions. That has to be like a 2-hour episode.
I just, I don't like forcing people to listen to things for 2 hours.
What I'm saying is I want to make sure I give them time to converse. You know what I'm saying? And get their story out. But I really just enjoy being able to come out here and just continue to just build with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And, I know you had a parting shot, for, therapists or any therapist seekers.
Yeah.
I'll
talk about it. So basically there's this cool concept that my former therapist, she has a practice called Nourish Wellness, NRSH. And basically they're having an event will be this week when y'all hear it. So this week at Spatch Kitchen and Cocktails. And it's essentially a mixer for therapists and therapist seekers. And I thought that was fucking brilliant. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like, oh, I'm leaving with a therapist necessarily, but it's like putting those two groups in the same room and allowing them to navigate that space together is like the ultimate networking. I'll be there. I hope that whoever's listening, it's not just for women.
And what is the information?
All I know, I have to pull it up. I'll post it. But I know it's next week. You can buy tickets, and tickets like $15 or $10 and $15 for 2 people.
Okay.
And so you go there if you're a therapist and you want to, meet potential new clients, or whatever. But I thought that it was a really cool concept, and it is on Tuesday. It's tonight, right? Yeah, it's tonight.
That when you're hearing this, it will be tonight at what, 6? 6 p.m.
Yeah, y'all should go. I'll
so
be there.
That'll be January 24th.
Yep.
Make sure you pull up.
Absolutely.
With an open mind.
Yeah.
And you be in the network.
Yeah, namaste.
It was good to be here, Sid.
I know. Cheers to that.
I feel like it was a very measured episode because,
You finna cry?
There's a lot going on in the goddamn culture right now. You know, breakups and makeups.
Yeah, but we can be that funny bright spot in the midst of all that.
I don't want this to be a toxic podcast space. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully y'all don't either.
Yeah, I think we're doing a good job.
So I'm gonna just make sure that I continue being able to be as bright to the world as possible.
Amen.
Letting my light shine.
Cheers. Let's drink to that. Yay.
Sydney.
Yeah.
It's your boy Antoine the Source.
It's Stephanie.
I don't know why I just felt like saying that I love y'all.
Aw, cheers.
Let's drink to that.
We all go to Harlow, and I don't know where my friends went, but it became just me and this man.
Man, they knew what it was.
And I'm okay with it.
They sensed the chemistry.
I didn't feel left at all. So we doing what we doing. He buying drinks, we drinking. We look so cute. And then we leave there and we go to Off the Record.
That's your spot.
That's my shit.
Oh my gosh, this is a perfect execution by my boy.
So we go to Off the Record. Then we Uber to Turkey Leg Paradise over there in the Cedars off Lamar, off Botham Jean.
Day cap, food.
We go there. I don't remember being there at all. It's like shots, drink, shot, mark, shot. We get to Turkey Leg Paradise. I basically blacked out. I kind of remember us walking to Canvas Hotel because it's right there, the old Nilo. We get a room because I don't remember where my car is to even get to my apartment. We get a room. We do what you do in hotel rooms. And then the next day, I had no phone. I had no car keys. All I had was my ID.
This is given season 3 of Insecure.
My friends, when they found me, thought that I had been abducted because I never told them where the fuck I was at.
I don't know why you, like.
I hate that feeling.
Sitting the goddamn.
I know.
That wasn't. But I didn't lost my damn voice. That wasn't all pro behavior.
It was because I made it to work the next day.
No, I'm saying all because you blacked out. You didn't know how to find your sweet spot.
No, I went full throttle.
You know, it's a sweet spot. My sweet spot is when my lips go numb.
I don't experience that symptom.
Like it's like they tingle a little bit from the alcohol.
I don't experience that. I think I was committed to being drunk that day. And when I commit to something of that magnitude, I'm about that. And again, he was so fucking fine. Like, y'all, I wish I could show y'all what he looked like.
Was it? All right, do you remember the rendezvous?
Mm-hmm. So it was unforgettable.
So it sobered you up.
Yeah, I was about to get real explicit. He fucked my memory back in. I'm so sorry. I couldn't not say it.
And he hit it with that psychotic dick.
I appreciate him. Wherever you are, sir.